Hello, lovely teachers. It's Heather from Teaching with Coffee and Mascara. And today we are talking all about the secret ingredient of getting your class on board. And that magic wand is student buy-in. So we are going to go over 5 ways to help create student buy-in. So basically that's students buying in to whatever you're doing, and ways that once they have student buy-in, then they are engaged, they are ready to learn, ready to do the activity. All right, so let's get started. So the first and easiest way to get student buy-in is to let your kids vote. Maybe they can have the choice between 2 different activities, or voting between like a reward, or even sometimes voting on maybe there's 2 different classroom management goals that you're really needing your class to have, and you can let them vote between the 2. Voting creates a sense of ownership in your classroom and helps your students to get more on board with whatever you're doing. So I highly recommend, if you've never tried letting your kids vote and kind of be a part of your classroom in that way, that is the easiest way and the first thing that I would definitely try. Our second thing is to use themes or things that your students are interested in. Students go through different things that they're kind of interested in, maybe mostly thinking about, okay, well, what games are they playing? What shows are they watching? What are they talking about whenever you're giving them a chance to talk? It's always kind of different, right? Different things that kids are interested in change quickly, it can change often, but trying to pull from something that they're already interested in can go a long way. But if maybe what you have might not be something that they're interested in, but tip number 3 is that you can create interest. So I'm going to give you a little sample of how I create interest. So for this, it's one of my new behavior management games, and I really wanted the kids to be interested. So basically, you're saving these baby turtles, and I wanted them to feel drawn into these baby turtles. And so you can do it one of 2 ways. So basically, I have where they could watch like a video or a book. So these 2 ways are ways that you kind of can rope them in to getting on board with what you're doing. So we're just going to watch just like a second, but basically we already missed a lot of this video, but it
this
talks
nest
about
may hold up to 80 hatchlings.
Okay, so it talks about kind of like this life cycle of these baby turtles hatching and fighting their way to get to the ocean. And so you watch them kind of fight their way, and you get to watch these cute little baby turtles going. And at the end, the students get all excited and they want to help then save the baby turtles. And then I've turned that into a game. So, which is actually tip number 4. And that's if you can find a way to gamify whatever you're doing, even just a little bit, that can create a lot of student buy-in and interest. So with this particular game, we work together as a class to accomplish our goal. And every time we've, had a good transition, if we're working on transitions, then they get to draw a card and move the little baby turtles. Another way to gamify, so I have like a secret trash game that you can play. It's basically if you need them to kind of clean up the room and it's looking like a mess, then you can say, oh, we're going to play the secret trash game. And you find a piece of trash on the floor, and you might switch your piece of trash. That's okay. And whoever finds the secret piece of trash wins. And usually, honestly, the secret piece of trash is towards the end of the game when the classroom's almost clean. It could be like the last littlest, speck, and whoever gets that gets like an easy prize, or even sometimes a certificate way home, like an email to parents. Those little things go a long way for the kids. And then last but not least, a great way to get student buy-in is rewards and praise, which is kind of what we just talked about with at the end of that game. Whoever gets it, you're praising them. Maybe the whole class is doing a cheer for them. Students thrive in that kind of positive environment where you're focusing on the positive, or a reward. And just remember that, it doesn't always have to be a thing based, right? Sometimes it can be something simple as using maybe a special pencil in your classroom that you already have, or sitting in a special chair for that day, or sitting by a friend for that day. All these things are free, but they still make it fun, and they make being in the classroom fun. All right. If you have a way that you love to get your students roped in and buying into what you are doing, I would love if you would leave it in the comments and share it with us, because I know that we could all use an extra tip.